Right Way Home Care is a non-medical home care agency. We specialize in personal care, light housekeeping.
You know, we do medication pickup, groceries.
I have a mother-in-law that's disabled, and that motivated me to see, to go in her house to see what was going on, and different caregivers coming in and out, and just motivated me to use my degree to start a business such as what she receives.
So I've been doing healthcare since 2007. I go into nursing homes, I do skilled care.
My
In 2017, I created SAYLESS podcast. Then we created a network around that. I created a bunch of shows. We created a radio station, WTCP. Then 2021, this year, we went to TCP TV on Roku. So now we're on TV. So what's next? I'm thinking productions. I'm thinking movies. I'm thinking live performances. So how do I do that? Now I created TCP Entertainment. And we're gonna do all of that. We got a bunch of new shows. We got the ladies at Queen's Table, Vixen, 2X's, E, Badu, my Ace, Hollywood. We got the new show I'm creating with comedian Josh DeWay. I Hate It Here. He's hilarious. Y'all gonna love him too. Then we got Porque No. That's our first Spanish speaking show. I'm doing on site where I'm gonna be pulling up on people, just having real conversations. But our biggest project that we're working on right now for TCP Entertainment is TCP's Who Did It Best. And it's going to be business against business. And when I say business against business, I'm talking about COVID hit us really hard. So we're trying to do something to put a spotlight on these businesses that went through tough times during COVID. A lot of people had to close their doors. So what we want to do is not just have business against business, but we want to highlight these businesses and celebrate these businesses and put people back in these businesses. But yeah, you know, who got the best cheesesteaks in the city? Who does the best dark fades? We're gonna do all of that, man. TCP's Who Did It Best. TCP Entertainment's Who Did It Best. But yeah, man, it's gonna be fun. So I'm gonna have the final say on all the cuts, so you know we about to turn up. It's TCP Entertainment, baby.
Can you hear me now? Can you?
I'm trying to make sure I don't have kale with my teeth.
Hey, this shit sound like it's gonna get us kicked off Facebook. Ain't nobody in Lake made this fucking beat.
Oh,
I don't know. No, shout out to all the dope producers in Lake. I didn't mean it like that, but that shit sounded real professional. That's all I'm saying. Not that you that's not what I mean. Y'all know what I mean.
Nope, they don't know.
Shout out to all the legacy producers.
shout out to Silly V because I miss her. Pew 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 pew.
Yeah,
That would have been
shout out to
perfect.
Silly V.
That would have been perfect.
The homie, Silly V, if you watching, if you ever checking our show, call us, stop by. How you been?
Call me, beat me if you want to reach me.
You family, don't forget about us.
Amen.
Always. Everybody was in the. Never mind.
Next.
How's everybody feeling?
Not everybody.
How's How is everybody? Holly, I don't even want to start with you. Alonzo Williams Jr., my guy. How are you feeling today?
I'm always good. You know what I'm saying? How was your week?
My week was it was a lot going on. There's a lot going on, and I can't wait to tell you guys. I can't tell you now, but we're working on something really, really, really big. Really.
How about that kale salad?
Yes, the kale salad.
Zoe can cook.
We do Sunday dinner. We do Sunday dinners every Sunday here at ENT Studios, and it was Zoe's turn this week to cook. And he did come in with some official shit, which leads me to believe that he got buns this week.
Yeah, that was a beautiful segue. That was a beautiful segue.
I think that sounds accurate.
I gotta give you props for that one.
Look, I
gotta
mean,
give you props.
now tell the truth.
No,
Tell the truth.
That was a gold medal.
Who taught you how to make that salad?
My mama. Like both my parents can cook.
Good. Now, what about your buns?
What are they?
Oh, your pops can cook for sure. I used to work with his pops.
Yeah?
And he brought in some. Yeah, his pops can definitely throw that for sure.
He tries. You gonna let him bypass the buns question?
He always bypasses the ball. I just assumed we wasn't going to answer.
What's new?
So, can I ask you about your week now?
Sure.
Chris?
Sure.
How was your week?
It was decent till the weekend.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you're gonna let one day determine how the 7 went?
The rest of them were great, but that one day sucked ass, and I'm proud of myself. Like, I see growth within myself. I didn't tear anything the fuck up. Like, I'm proud of myself.
I think you were. Go ahead.
You didn't tear anything.
I didn't knock all that shit over. Like, I chilled. I'm proud of myself.
Wow.
Yes. And I should have spazzed the fuck out.
Wow. We're proud of you.
Thanks.
I think that's growth.
Yes, it is. It is. It absolutely is on my part.
You know, the thing about growth.
Is that motherfuckers better stop playing with me?
Nah, but don't it feel good? Like you realize, like when you realize that you didn't react to something the way you used to, and you be like, damn, I'm growing up a little. But
I guess, yeah.
Look at that as an accomplishment.
Look at God.
Focus on that.
Look at God. Mm-hmm.
The growth.
Yes,
Because
absolutely.
you know I'm still growing myself, and every time I don't do something that I would have did in the previous in the past, I'll
You
be
gotta
like,
pat yourself
look
on the
at me and
back.
shit, doing
Growing up and stuff.
I be still wanting to punch people though, like.
I damn sure do. I feel that, Zoe.
You wanna
Felt.
put your hands on people still?
Yeah.
Felt.
But I
Hands,
got
feet,
I got a situation.
elbows, chairs,
It be so bad too, cause
bottles.
I feel you on that. I feel you, and I feel you to the point where I got friends, and they still, some of my friends that ain't.
They still active?
They're not as grown.
Yeah, they still active.
And they be looking at me like, yo, fam, I can, like.
Yes,
and
tell them.
I be like, nah.
Tell them I said yes. Tell them to call me.
Like there was a time when I let a lot of stuff go, but as I get older, like there was a time when my dad's real combative, and I used to be like, yo, why are you? And I'm getting older, and I'm like, uh-oh. Like I'm feeling feeling Alonzo Williams Sr. coming out of me.
Because the older you get, like the less shit you want to deal with, right? Like it's like you got less tolerance for bullshit that you probably would have tolerated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ain't that like a life thing though? Like you just not even on some like always ramming, but sometimes like the shit that you dealt with, you just ain't willing to put up with no more.
Never
like,
ever.
It's over.
That's why I railroad people on their post on Facebook.
Listen.
I mean, not only is it funny, but I be wanting to be like, yo, shut up, man.
Shut the fuck up.
I really get annoyed by the people, especially when I know them. Like the people who go out of their way to sound intelligent on their posts.
And forget that you know that they had 7 classmates in one teacher.
Like, you know you wasn't allowed to go to lunch in school.
Like, yeah.
You ain't have no windows in your class. Stop acting like you are that good.
Like the cats that when it was their turn to read out loud, they used to get smart with the teacher.
Reading with their finger.
Yo, get an attitude.
Get
Stop
sent
out
out,
the class.
stupid.
Nah,
That's neither here nor there, though.
Shout out to everybody who think they smart. Hey, yo.
People
got-
grow up though. We get smart as we grow older. though.
No, but they still be posting the most ignorant shit. Like that. I would, cause I'm here 100% for growth. We just spoke on it and praised Hollywood for it. I think growth is beautiful. I think fake growth is trash.
It's tacky.
Yeah.
Like, don't act like you have grown mentally and you're really the same person, because it's easy to see through that. Clearly, I'm not who I was 10
Like
years ago.
if you were a bum,
Can I get a shot of that good old? What is that?
Oh yeah, this is that good old Lancaster Distilleries right here.
Can I get a shot?
This is the Rose Gin.
Give me whatever's gonna
I
knock me
think this
on my
is new
ass.
too.
isn't there a relationship?
Yeah. They have the what? Relationship with what? Oh, with us and Rose Distilleries. Yes. Lancaster Distilleries is now the official spirit brand of TCP Entertainment. They have many options to choose from. I don't know all of them, so I can't run them down off the top of my head. But
This
I
one's
do
my
know
favorite. It's the oak rum.
The oak rum is fire, and also the new bourbon they got, and this is new too. The Rose Gin. Listen, Lancaster Distillery, support local. You can get them. You can order them at LancasterDistilleries.com, and they have mixers on there too. So for the ladies, if they want something sweet, they got the mixers right there. You ain't even gotta go to Turkey Hill and none of that.
And it got a nice little chill spot.
Yeah, for sure. And that's what we serve at our shows. When you come to our live events at Zootropolis, we drink on Lancaster Distilleries. Shout out to them. Shout out to Zoe. Shout out to everybody over there.
Shout out to the Brussels sprouts that I haven't had in like 2 weeks. Weird. I've only been asking every day.
Every day. Yeah.
Every fucking day.
You know what is so unique about you, Hollywood?
What, cousin?
Outside of your Popeyes love, the shit that you really be loving be some.
It be slaps.
But
It
it be
slaps.
some shit that I be like, damn, I never heard nobody really go hard for that shit. Like,
hello.
and you.
Hello.
Like, I remember being little in school and all the kids, because I went to like I was one of 3 black kids in my class. So
The token black child.
but they used to always be like, oh, I hate when my mother makes me eat Brussels sprouts. And this is one of her favorite dishes. Like,
I
for
like
sure.
Brussels sprouts.
Let me tell
They're
you.
not that bad.
Let me
They're
tell you a
definitely
story
not that
about
bad.
me in kindergarten. You know how when like you do the open house thing and they put the picture of the kid and they're like, "What's your favorite food? What's your name?" Everybody else was like pizza, chicken nuggets. Here I go, biscuits. I ain't never been afraid to be different. All right.
Biscuits.
My mom was embarrassed. It was like chicken nuggets, pizza, biscuits.
What biscuits were you thinking of when you said it? Popeyes?
Man, them Pillsbury Joints my mom used to make all the time. That and my dad's from Louisiana. Listen, I eat good food all my life.
I used to have a thing for the KFC biscuit. Back in
I
the
mean,
day.
back
don't
in the
know-
day.
yeah,
I
I
back
worked
in the
there.
day.
That was my
Like,
first job. Hated
That
it.
was
When
back,
I was
back,
in school, them biscuits used to be so cracked.
back in the day.
Jelly,
when-
you put the jelly on it.
that was back when Kentucky Fried was a restaurant.
Duh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Remember the
had-
chicken little sandwiches they used
Oh,
to have back
yeah,
then?
them
Ew,
joints was
no.
39 cents.
39
I remember
cents
that.
for the little sandwich.
Never heard of
You would
it.
have smashed 10
Oh,
of
you're
them.
No, I
oh,
wouldn't.
you're-
39 cents?
39 cents for that. We used to go down on
You don't
Duke
like
Street.
KFC? Don't front.
I don't like KFC. I worked there.
I
That
know
was my
it's not
first job. I
Popeyes.
don't like KFC. Their
But in
chicken
the
is not
80s,
good.
it
It's
was-
soggy.
She
It's not
wasn't
crispy.
If she was around for them chicken littles, she
Yeah.
would know. She was little. She was
The
a baby.
80s
You know
was
I'm a
different
little
time.
baby.
Because it was in the 80s. And
First of all, don't make me laugh no more because I'm supposed to be mad.
them chicken littles with
Shit.
the little baby pickle on them.
Ew.
Nah,
See, no.
them chicken littles, yo.
Yo.
We was
Did you
when
say
I was
banging?
like 10, 11, we used to go down on Duke Street.
Yeah, dude.
Them joints was
We
clutch.
can't hear you. Said you can
You
get
could
a
get,
thigh
like-
and a biscuit for 99 cents.
Yeah. And the 2-piece meal was like $2.99 or some crazy. It was.
Yeah.
That was
two-piece came with a
four
biscuit.
score.
That's like,
Yeah.
yo,
That's back when
Four
when-
score.
That's back when the first 3 value meals
oh
at
yeah,
McDonald's
they was
was
like
$2.99.
$2.99.
$2.99. The Big Mac meal, the quarter pounder meal, they was all $2.99 because we used to all get them at lunch. Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
how you know y'all was
3:15,
fucking bad.
yeah.
You wasn't supposed to get outside food at lunch. You was
But
supposed to be in
remember they used
school.
They
We
used
was
to
right
have
next door to McDonald's.
They used to have the 2 for $2 for the Big Macs. Two Big Macs for
See,
$2.
Yeah,
I
yep,
can't.
sure did.
That junk.
I'll stick to Brussels sprouts.
And the McRib, I saw the McRib is back, but I don't eat pork now.
Did you see that video?
Pork, that,
Huh?
You see that video of how they make that shit?
that's Spam with sauce.
Nah, I could imagine though. I could imagine because yeah, that's just what it is.
Spam with
Same,
sauce.
same way they make Salisbury steak and spam and hot dogs. That's all. Glizzies.
Hot dogs and sweet baby rays.
Hot dogs is for all of y'all lying ass niggas. Y'all don't get home cooked meals. You get hot dogs.
I ain't had a
Not if
McRib
your hot dog
in
is
like
the proper
30
size,
something years.
Fuck y'all dogs.
Glizzies. We got Hollywood Bonnie in the building.
Cause nobody's gonna fucking check me.
We got Alonzo Williams Jr. in the building.
Your kung fu is lousy.
And I am your host, Blast. This is SAYLESS Podcast, episode 153.
Three.
4.
I remember.
153. And we are back in the building, and we need to get started. Let's get off the small talk, because there's a lot of shit happened this week.
Yes.
A
Yeah.
lot of shit happened. First and foremost, we are back. I feel like we've been doing the show for a long time, and we've been actually on air for a lot of murders, of senseless murders of rappers.
Young rappers.
And some of the biggest rappers. I remember actually, I don't know, this is almost 2 years ago now, we was actually on air
Kobe.
when
Oh, I thought you would. That was my most memorable that y'all had.
yeah, we had the Kobe joint. Because we went
Yeah,
on
that
right,
was right before.
That was
We
crazy.
went on like hours after we got that news. That was crazy. But we was actually on air when Nipsey got killed.
Damn.
We was on air when I got that. And he actually didn't die till after we went off that day. So, and that was with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're back at this place once again, and we lose another one. We want to say rest in peace to Young Dolph out of Memphis. I know a lot of cats up north that are probably our age. Well, not so much you're a little younger, but Young Dolph was from the South, and a lot of people up here weren't as familiar with him, but he was moving, and he was putting a lot of young people on, and he was popping. He was moving.
Mm-hmm. He gave back to his community. That's why it sucks so bad to see people perish in their own communities that
And
they
I
try
think
to make thrive.
He was shot before, right? Or shot
Yeah.
at.
A few
He
years
was
ago,
shot
he
at
got
before.
shot.
He got shot, and
Black youngster turned himself in for that.
it was beef with, because there's a lot of rappers in Memphis right now is the hottest city in hip hop, probably hands down.
Hot, yeah, okay.
Hot.
Yeah,
Like as far as like big
They're hot
artists
right now,
in the
right.
game, they're hot. Like Memphis is scorching, but they're beefing. There's a lot of beef in that city.
That's not rap beef, though.
Nah, these dudes, and that's the thing about these dudes now, that because a lot of the rappers when we was coming up were they were nicer with the pen, but they were not as gangster as they were saying, because they was trying to
Put on a fucking
they was
facade.
rapping what they was seeing, or
You know what it was? Like, a lot of rappers from back in the day, they got out and their friends were getting killed that stayed in.
Yep.
Like,
That's what
these
they were-
rappers now are staying in.
Yeah, these rappers now, but that's the thing. I think a lot of those rappers that we came up with, they weren't actually in the streets. They just grew up, and so, some of them, most of them. I don't think most of the guys that we came up listening to were in the streets. I think
They were street people.
they
though.
were street adjacent. These dudes right now are like,
In the
they
action.
getting these dudes off the block.
Hell yeah.
Like these dudes, and it's different now because they had the whole artist development thing before
Catching fucking charges before they
your
go
album
platinum.
Now these dudes get one hot single. Like they grab one hot song off the internet. If you are buzzing like that, a label will come grab you for that one song. So they're getting these dudes with no artist development, straight out the trap, and they don't got no training to do what they don't know how to leave that.
These cats are coming straight off of multi-city tours, opening for people, and right back on the block.
Right to the block with
Like,
$100,000 in their pocket.
what the? That's not bright, man.
And this guy, Young Dolph wasn't no young guy. Young Dolph was 36 years old. Young Dolph was established. He had his own label. He actually had I forget what's the kid's name?
Free? What are you talking about?
Key Glock.
Key Glock.
Key Glock was one of his artists. I know him and Yo Gotti had issues, right?
Yeah, it's him, somebody else. Too.
And he also had issues with somebody else.
Oh
So Black
yeah,
Youngster?
Soulja
Black
Boy,
Youngster.
all that.
Soldier Boy
he
is
wasn't
just
even
a
in
fucking
Memphis.
clout chaser at this point.
Yeah, I
Soldier
don't-
Boy needs to sit the fuck down and continue doing drugs. Like, get out of here.
Yeah,
He
you can
has
kinda
bigger
tell-
shit to do,
You
like-
can tell. You can tell when like Soldier Boy don't sound like the rest of them dudes. Them other dudes, you can tell who's really out there and who ain't. Soldier Boy sounds like an entertainer.
Yes.
Them dudes, they don't be on there yelling and doing all that shit. These dudes, hey, they really about that. And that's the thing about grabbing these guys straight off the streets. If you're gonna grab these guys straight off the streets, you got to take them away from their environment for a little bit. Show them what life is like when you're not a part of that at all.
Like
this
what-
is what
what
life is like on the other side.
Puff had
Stay
to
away from that.
go to Virginia to go get big, ain't?
Yeah,
He had to
sometimes
go
you gotta
get
go
him.
get your artists out the
Like
street.
you're messing with my money.
You invest all these dollars into and luckily like Young Dolph was one who got buzzing on his own and he was able to keep all his masters because by the time he came to the labels he was already
Established.
yeah like he already had his bank and he was moving units. So yeah, so run up everybody, please run up them Young Dolph streams because all that money is going to his family.
Yeah, he wasn't, like you said, in his family. He wasn't just a rapper. He was a father of two. He was a husband. That man was a son, nephew, brother, all of that kind of stuff. Like, just to take him away so senseless while he's in his community buying fucking cookies. Like,
He said he bought all of his kids rehab properties on their 18th birthday. When they turned 18, he bought them rehab property, which I thought was really dope. It sounds like
That's smart.
he had a bunch of businesses out there. Even where he got killed was Makita's Cookies. That was a struggling business, and he went on there because it was a local business, and he knows those people. He had just went live from that same cookie spot a couple days before he got killed. Like, this is a place where he frequented often,
he said every time he get home, he got to go get some butter cookies.
and similar to Nipsey, he also was employing people in his hood. He was creating jobs and businesses and stuff like that. And I think like a lot of us youngins, like I don't speak on street shit, so I don't know what kind of beef it was. I don't know if that I don't know what the issue was. But what I'm saying is
Jealousy.
when we take out certain people, we don't realize what it does to so many other people.
Yeah.
And somebody like Young Dolph, it don't just affect all of his family and friends, of course, but you're affecting your whole city. Because if he's employing people in your city and building things to make your city better, these are not the kind of people you want to take out. That's just dumb shit. The same thing with Nipsey. Like, that's just dumb shit.
Because at the end of the day, who takes their place,
And
or what takes their place?
And it's not
Exactly.
like Memphis is in New York. Like, Memphis, y'all just got hot. And all of your, like,
I don't know what you call them. 8-Ball and MDG, 3-6 Mafia.
how long ago was that? That
I
was
mean,
a
but
gap.
they-
There was
they-
a gap between them and,
Well, yeah,
and what's
yeah.
going on
But
now.
they,
It's like you're
they've
talking
been
20 some
doing
years.
it though. They've been doing that.
But they just got hot from them. So 8-Ball and MJG, we're talking about 2001 maybe, since they was hot.
Even before the whole '90s and
So you're talking
36, they
20
never
some years,
was
20
hot.
years. And not only did Young Dolph get killed, but they just lost one of the up and coming hot artists. Because I think what was the young boy's name that just got arrested and shot the bouncer? We talked about him a couple months ago.
Yeah.
One of the young boys, he's from Memphis too, but he just got jammed up too, and he's looking at years. Like,
They
it's-
be doing the most. Like they can't stop doing the most.
yeah, I just want to see this
You're not talking about
Sick.
Pooh Shiesty, are you?
Pooh Shiesty.
Pooh
Ain't-
Shiesty,
ain't
yeah.
he from?
I have no idea where Pooh's from, but I
think he's from Memphis. Don't quote me.
I'm not
maybe
100%
wrong.
sure.
I think he's from Memphis too. But yeah, it's all senseless. I wasn't. Very
it was sad.
familiar
I
with-
was sad. Like, that shit made me sad. Like, seeing that kind of stuff, it is super senseless. And like y'all said, who replaces those people? Like, he had a turkey. He was giving away turkeys. Luckily, his team stepped
That
up
day.
and still did it. Yeah. Yep, they stepped up and they still did it because they know what type of man that he was and that he would have wanted them to still, you know what I mean, do what was right for the community. And
I
shout
think-
out to all my First
There
48
comes a
fans.
time when,
Detective
like-
Caroline Mason is on this one, so it's gonna get solved.
There comes a time when you get too old to have beef in the street.
I mean, it's sad because I
didn't
don't.
realize he was that old. Like he's where 36 in the streets is an OG.
Mhm.
Because most people in the streets don't make it to 36. Just being
Especially
honest.
when you're employing people in the hood.
And so he's an OG, and for him to get murdered in his own hood in a business that he frequented and was trying to help, it's just stupid. Like shit like this, when I see it now, because there was a time when I was not to this level, but I was a participant in the goofy shit. But when you get past that, you start looking at it, like I get so angry because we are not where we need to be already. And I hate to sound like that guy and be preaching, but we're not where we need to be already as a people. And we still keep holding ourselves back. Like we ain't got to worry about them burning down Black Wall Street because they done created a system where we burn our own shit down now. And it's just sad. That shit hurts me. I don't, like I said, I wasn't that familiar with Young Dolph, but I did read up on him, and it's fucked up. It's fucked up. Rest in peace to Young Dolph.
Peace to Young Dolph and his family.
Yes.
So moving on, we're gonna get all the shitty news out the way in the beginning. The little I don't know what to call him, little devil. The little devil.
The little vigilante.
The little devil, Kyle Rittenhouse.
Oh,
was
God.
acquitted on all charges this week. And
I want to slap the fuck out of him. Like, I just want to slap him. Like, fuck your gun. If somebody slapped him, I want to see those same tears squeezed out. I just want to slap the dog shit out that little boy.
I'm gonna be honest, and I don't even know if this is bad or good. I don't even know why this was, but when I saw the news, I didn't even get mad.
I'm
Like,
not surprised.
I was just
I wasn't
like,
surprised at
No.
all.
I saw the news and I was just like, on to my next task.
But his
'Cause it was
big
just
ass,
like,
goofy ass, dumb ass smile he had in that back seat just pissed me off even more. Like,
I knew he was. As soon as that judge started acting funny and doing all that, like, as soon as he was like, "Don't call the people he shot victims,"
I knew what it was.
I was like, "Oh, this is gonna." And then when I heard that he what did he do after
Dismissed the gun charge.
he dismissed the gun charge. After that, it was like I was like, "Oh, all right, I already know what." So I wasn't mad, but what do we say about this? Like, what is there?
I don't even like talking about it because it really pisses me off. I know people that are sitting underneath the fucking jail for way less
For sure.
than what the fuck that man did. He killed people.
And he killed people for the world to see.
Yes. Carried a fucking gun across state lines to fucking protect businesses with the owners. He didn't even fucking know these people.
Like, this is my thing. Like, now, this is one of my. All right. What business that you were protecting that you were by yourself? As
He probably didn't even know what the
17-year-old with
fuck
an
they
assault
sold.
rifle? He was by himself. Because
Bro.
he wasn't protecting nobody. He was walking around with a gun.
Bro, what business do you care about that much that you went and with your gun to
There's,
stand in front
there's
of?
no business 20 minutes away
Target
from where I
fucking
live
practice
at.
for that boy. Target practice.
There's no business 20 minutes away from where I... Well, my fault. 20 miles away from where I live that I'm going to take up arms for.
I hope that it's real niggas somewhere that's gonna take that same gun and pistol whip the fuck out that bitch with it.
The
And
only-
I said what I said. I don't care.
The only thing I appreciate about shit like this is it shows me, because when news like this happens, it always shows me the people that I once had respect for, and they say some shit, because I did see a lot of people that I once had respect for that were happy about this verdict and saying justice was served. And here's the thing about that.
Unfriend, blocked.
Here's the thing about y'all saying justice was served and celebrating it publicly. Even if you thought justice was served and it was just by the law of the land, that's why you thought it was served, you wouldn't celebrate it online. You celebrate it online because you're trying to trigger someone else. And the other person that you're trying to trigger, I'm just going to assume it's me because I'm black and like,
And
you
I
know-
want to fuck you up.
like,
So
you know what- so nah, but I'm glad justice was served and the country is protected now. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, y'all sound so dumb, man. And then I'll be looking like, yo, they really just doing this to get a rise out of people. Then I'd be like, no, they're just racist.
Yep.
They're just racist.
It's okay to be racist in America nowadays.
But
It always was.
Yeah, it's kind of celebrated now.
I
It's the
seen
racist
people talking
ones.
about if we stop talking about the racist, we can't stop talking about the racist shit because
I got an idiot like that on my timeline, and I don't mean because I never called you an idiot to your face,
Fucking idiot.
but I will if I see you.
Dummy.
I just want to say he says that he used to say that until I barked on him one day, but he would say that you're always bringing up race this and race that. If you stop talking about it, then people would stop, or it would go away. And I said, what? I said, so wait a minute. If I stop talking about racism, and it always is someone speaking from a place of privilege
right
that says that.
every time.
If you stop speaking about it, it'll go away. So this country was built on racism. We haven't stopped experiencing it since it's been alive. But if I stop speaking about it, it's going to go
the
away.
system supports racism.
It's crazy to see I'll say that the people who I thought were our white allies and people that I grew up with got years and time, and when I see some of their comments on stuff, it just makes me see them in a completely different light.
Like for him not even to get, like there was nothing, they didn't see nothing that he did was wrong. Like for him not even to get a gun charge.
Nothing. And black folks, I'm going to tell you this, black kids, black everybody, please do not try what Kyle Rittenhouse did because it will not go the same way for you.
It will not go the same
It won't.
way.
I hate to say it, but I kind of want somebody to try it. Just because show us a difference so everybody can clearly fucking see what the fuck the difference is.
But here's the thing. They're going to roof him and they ain't going to show you the difference because they don't give a fuck. They've been doing this shit in our face blatantly forever.
Since we
They
got
don't give
here.
a fuck. Like they show us every day that I don't gotta prove to you that they stand on it without standing on it. Like they're not gonna get in front of a microphone and say this is a racist country and we got racist laws and black people will never be equal. They'll never say that. But their actions prove it every year, time and time again. That's just what it is.
Like there was people that I seen that was surprised, and I'm like,
I wasn't surprised.
how could you be like first they weren't allowed to be called victims. The judge is interrupting the prosecution at every chance he get. They dismiss the gun charge. They give him a chance to pull out of a hat what jurors get to hear his testimony. Like yo,
It was from the beginning. It was like
yo, he got every chance. Like it's like when we would play certain people. We would play certain people in high school, and all the calls would be against us. It'd be like
even the fake ass cry. Like you could tell that cry was his lawyer that morning saying, "You really got to sell this when you get on the stand."
he squeezed out one.
Yeah, like his
squeezed one
lawyer
tear
was
out.
like, "You really got to sell this today." They was prepping him for that. So when he went up there, because he was like,
He tried to he squeezed one
Fuck
tear
up.
out.
"Bitch ass."
Little baby bitch.
But see, you know what happens? Like with what's son's name from Florida? Zimmerman.
Yeah.
You see what kind of person he is because he keeps getting arrested for dumb assault, little this stuff every year he gets something. You see what kind of people they are, and we're going to see what kind of either he's going to be a dummy, either he's going to be low, or he's going to be out here. And another thing like that empowers dumb vigilantes like we're going to go to every protest with guns.
Let's touch on the fact that because I think I've worked myself into calling this current guy, your president.
Bruh.
Yeah, I'm over him. I'm over
Facts.
him.
Facts.
He's trash. Fuck Joe Biden. Like, let's be unless he got 3 more years.
I took up for him for
you
a
got
long
3 more years.
time.
But I will say this: your first year was dumb trash, yo, and I'm not happy I voted for you. But he did
Would you rather have
No. I just wish that we got another.
3 syllables.
Candidate.
Student loans.
Because the way I see it,
With them two guys, I still feel like I picked the right guy, but I'm not happy with his performance.
yeah,
He'll be back,
We
shit.
gotta pick the lesser of two evils, but like when people,
That motherfucker's
I mean, I
gonna
get
be
it,
right back.
Cause Sleepy Joe,
Sleepy Joe.
but it's when people
Shoulda
try
got
to say,
Bernie
"Are you
in
happy?"
there.
I be like, yeah, I'm happy.
I'm happy
Because
I'm happy.
45
Y'all
is
shoulda
out of
got
here.
Bernie
with
in
the
there.
lack of- huh?
Bernie should have been in there.
I like
Yeah,
Bernie too. Yeah. I'm happy with the lack of chaos. I'll say that. But that's about it. Like, he hasn't done nothing that he's actually promised. It ain't like I'm looking for some shit. I'm looking for the shit that you said you was gonna do. So that's just, but anyway, this motherfucker, he comes out this week. They asked him about the verdict, and he said that he stands by the verdict and that
The justice
the
system.
justice system, and this is the same guy that Joe Biden's always been. He's been trash.
He's a
We knew
puppet.
he was trash. We knew who Joe was. We knew he's a true politician. He's not gonna do anything to buck that system. He is a lifelong politician. My thing is, who's next? Because I don't think he's gonna win. And he
Nah,
said
he
he said he's running again.
Joe is he? Joe is the go between. Joe is the one that we needed to get 45 out.
So we gonna have to give up 4 because he's gonna run again.
Man, because nobody over there is. Unless something
It
really,
don't matter
unless something really bad happens, like
Their approval rate is in the tank.
Huh?
Their approval rate right now is in the tank. And where the fuck is Kamala Harris? Where Kamala? Where the fuck? Listen, because Kamala's. I was really not gonna vote this past election because I already knew what type of time Joe Biden was on. He brought Kamala on the ticket. I was like,
nah.
all right, I can see Kamala. Maybe she'll get in his ear about a couple things. Kamala, where the fuck are you at?
Nah. Because the way I see it, Kamala might have lost us some votes because she was playing the black card.
So was Joe.
I didn't like I don't.
But she.
My whole thing was I wasn't voting for 45 no matter what. I was voting to get him out. So all the
Queen Stable about
Converse
to
and
be in rare
pearls
form
that
today.
didn't move me. Like, oh, that's what's up. You're an AKA. I'm voting to get 45 out no matter what.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people,
and that's
a lot of people ran with that, and I mean they went for that. I was like, no, I'm not. No,
I wasn't. I just wasn't enthused to vote for Joe Biden because I don't like him. I never liked him. I didn't like him as a vice president. I never liked Joe Biden. I don't like what he stands for. I don't like nothing about him. But when he put Kamala Harris on the ticket, I was like, all right, fuck it, because I don't want Trump to win. So I'm gonna show up.
And she's black. Let's be honest. I said too because she was black.
That didn't sell me not one inch.
It sold me a lot because she was a black and she's black and she's a woman. That propels.
When he put Kamala on the ticket, I was like, they think that's
it gives
gonna
little
help with
girls
the black
hope.
vote.
Like little girls who
does.
look like me, it gave them hope, and that's one of the reasons why I voted. That's why he did it.
That's the fucked up thing about Democrats is that they always use that against us. They always use us thinking, oh,
They're for
They're
us. They
gonna
look
be
like
for us
us.
this
They're
time.
for us.
and then they'll throw us some little bullshit, and we bite every time because the Republicans are so racist that we ain't going over there. So we just keep rolling with these dudes that ain't doing shit for us. Like, nobody's doing shit for the black community, and I'm over it. Like, fuck all these people. I'm over it. And I got off of what the fuck Joe Biden says, but it's already fuck that dude. Do what you said you were
talk
supposed
about.
to do. Just do.
You see, he tried to backpedal on that too. Like
There's no backpedaling.
He
You said
co-signed
what
the
you
jury
said.
decision, but then he was so sorry about how that went down.
No.
I
Like
knew,
he tried to play both sides on us.
I was so mad. This dude said, I've recorded. It's on my phone somewhere because I knew he was going to go back. On his election day, when they first put a mic in his face, he said, "Black people have always been there for Joe Biden, and in turn, I will be there for you. You piece of shit. No, you weren't. You can't even get the cops to stop killing us. Fuck the reparations package at this point. We're not even close to that.
Remember, he said that.
They won't even tell us. They won't even tell the cops to stop killing us. They're not. They're damn sure.
We
not gonna
can't,
give us the
and that's
reparations.
the thing. And I get mad when sometimes when people say that, but really and truly, Dolph just proved it. We can't stop killing us.
That's true.
Damn, what them people were saying. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
But
those crimes.
Two things can happen because that killing is part of a system too.
it is.
Now we do have to stop killing us, but if they snatch education out of your system, when they redline and don't approve you for housing loans and all this other shit, and keep your people in poverty, crime is next. Poverty and crime are closely related. And
So-
but I'm not saying we do it with black. That's not a cop out. Black folks, we have to do better. We have to stop killing each other.
Exactly.
But the cops,
we can't rely on the system to fix it
But
because the system's already fucking
but the-
broken.
But the cops have a job to do, and they don't do it.
they ain't
they don't
never
do it
done their
for-
fucking jobs.
They don't
for
do
real.
it for us. That's the thing. So that's the issue, because
We have to
the
police
president can't
ourselves
stop
more.
us from killing us. But what they can do is the people that we pay with our taxes, to get them to police us all the same way and do what they're supposed to do. That's all we're asking for. And if you can't even get that law passed, reparations is out the question. They're basically saying we can't even pass the law for cops to stop putting bullets in you. That's crazy to me.
We really can't do anything about crimes of proximity because, like, it's our community and it affects us. Black on black crime, white on white crime, Asian on Asian crime, Mexican on Mexican crime, Puerto Rican. We got a big name because they're against us, and it needs to stop.
Always
but at the
have
same
been.
time, people that are around each other are going to kill each other, and that's what it is.
But if you look at
but-
the blatant
but-
things they put in place with the lack of education
Yeah,
and
we get this raw,
the
and we
Section
get
8 where you can't have the
we get
dad in
check
the house,
cashing
like,
places
Yeah.
and
all
and
of that
liquor
stuff, the liquor stores in the hood, the guns in the hood, the drugs that we know they put
It's
in there.
systemic.
All of this is a system to keep us like this. Because if you put drugs and easy ways to make money in the middle of poverty, watch these motherfuckers tear shit up.
And then you get people who are trying to come
And it's
in
like
and
it's
fix it,
crazy
and
because
then they get killed.
it's crazy because people that
can't-
don't have
yeah.
no passports ain't bringing drugs here. And that, you know what I mean?
And we also got some of our OGs like Young Dolph, and may he rest in peace. And I do not mean this to him at all. Some of our OGs who did make it out and are above it now. You got to tell the young boys that. You got to stop telling these young boys that they got to go to jail as a rite of passage, or you got to do this. Stop sending these young boys out to do dummy missions. Like, I don't understand what's going on.
Yeah,
No,
that's crazy, man. Like
the camera went off. All right, well, as soon as that camera come back on, y'all can see us switches.
neighborhoods are now hoods because nobody's neighbors.
I don't understand.
It doesn't make sense. It's never gonna make sense. And at the end of the day, I was always told when we were growing up in high school and shit, they would be like, because everybody be like, I can't wait to get out of York. I can't wait to get out of York. They're like, don't leave. You gotta come back and make it better. Coming back to make it better is like a fucking death sentence for real. It can be, like, in a lot of ways it is. Like, these fucking young kids coming up, I blame the parents. It comes down to it, the parents. Yes, we're disenfranchised. Yes, we've always gotten a shitty end of the stick and stuff like that. But at what point do we take accountability and say, yeah, I know I got the shitty end of the stick, but I'm going to do what the fuck I got to do to make sure me and mine is out of here.
It takes more than one person to come back.
Yes.
It's a lot.
It's not safe to come back, for real. I know one thing, I'm out of there.
York
Out of
City
there.
is
Not
wild.
even thinking twice about coming
Switch
back.
it.
I'm not thinking twice about coming back, and I don't feel bad for that.
Nah,
Do you think it's safe to go stay in your own hood after you make it to a certain level?
no.
Why would you want to stay in the hood though?
Not even in the hood, but in your city. Like, is it safe? And like, he could live in the suburbs. He can't come in town to get nothing to eat.
Yeah,
You know
that's-
what I mean?
That's jacked up.
and this is the place that he frequented. And you know, a lot of these people say,
Fuck Sleepy Joe. We ain't talking about that bitch no more.
because Chinks got killed the same way.
Yes.
In Harlem, and these dudes, they come back to the hood and they say they want to inspire, and I guess in a way it is inspiring when you come back to the hood in your Lambo, and it does. I'm sure it inspires a lot of kids, but the wolves are still in every hood.
It kind of look like stunting to other people too.
Yeah, the wolves is out, and as long as the wolves is out,
And you should know the wolves are out. You know the wolves are out. Like people think they command too much respect. Like they're commanding. Like, yeah, you did this and you did that and you rep our hood and all that, but the wolves ain't going nowhere.
Mm-mm.
You doing good don't make the wolves go away.
right? You go, unplug that. So the Tammy Roman, this was a story that I saw on our timeline, huh?
That?
Yeah. Just stop the stream. Yeah,
The
we
mic-
back.
mic-
The
mic
mics is
move.
the mics is on. The cameras ain't.
Well, we real live podcasting it today then. Y'all don't need to see my face to know I'm
We
cute.
gonna do it like we used to.
Yeah, word up.
Yeah, right.
Word, what's up?
All right, so Tammy Roman, she I guess I heard that she was diabetic and she was she can't have babies anymore.
She's old.
And
51.
she's with she's with a younger man. She married a younger man,
Reggie.
and she can't have these babies anymore. And she wanted him to be able to experience having children. So she said they could separate for a year or
1
two,
to 2 years.
so he can have his child.
And then she wants to raise the baby. Like, who do you think is going to give you a baby? Like, here you go. Raise my child that I laid with your man and had. Like, I mean, I'm sure somebody would somewhere, but not.
I hope she's talking about as far as co-parenting.
What do you mean co-parenting?
Like, you know.
The mother being involved too?
Yeah.
No, I'm pretty
wants it all?
she wants to raise the baby with him.
Does she got money like that?
I mean, she was a basketball wife. She's
That
still
was a long.
she got
was with
Mona
Kenny
Scott
Anderson a
Young
long
money.
time ago.
I mean, but she got Mona Scott Young money now. She got them checks still coming in from Love and Hip Hop or
Right.
Basketball Wives, and you know what I mean.
Who else was she married to?
She was married to. I'm pretty sure it was just him. All I
'Cause
ever remember was
like,
him, and
I
then
was never a fan of her since she was on a Real World way back.
oh
in the day.
yeah.
Like I remember she got that dude, that comedian, kicked out of the house, and I wasn't a.
Well, see, I didn't even watch her on there, but I remember hearing that she was on there. I watched her on. It was Love and Hip Hop.
And like I remember seeing
Basketball
Kenny
Wives.
Anderson married her, and I was like, he married her.
Why?
But you know,
Teach his
I
own.
mean, she was bad. I ain't
Yeah.
gonna front.
She's a beautiful lady, but she in recent years she had diabetes, like he said. She also had an eating disorder. She wired her jaw shut to stop from gaining weight at a point. So now she wants her man to experience his life and go out for a year or two.
Would
I'm
you do
not.
that?
Fuck no.
If
That's
you were,
like
no. If you were sick, and let's take it a step further.
how
And
how much younger is he?
He's like in his early 30s, I think.
So
He
let's-
should have been had a.
Let's take it. A
He
step,
was with her for all these years.
Let's take it a step further. You're with somebody that you love, and you can't fuck no more.
You don't care. You
The-
not sharing.
The thumper ain't thumping.
So he can't.
What do you mean?
So would you, in order to keep his companionship and that love, would you?
You're not going to keep his companionship if he's out here doing what he's doing. How are you keeping a companionship? And he's laying with the next.
Relationships are deeper than fucking.
You when you lay with somebody else, you're giving your companionship, your whatever to somebody else. I don't want it. I don't want it. No, I'm not with that. I'm not gonna.
So you.
I would
how
just
you-
rather break up. Let that man go live his life then.
So you rather be by yourself forever?
You don't have to be by yourself. Find a man your own age.
What does
They
this
still
guy
gonna
do?
want to have sex.
What does
Fuck
he
the
do?
man your own age.
What if you can't have sex? Is what I'm saying. You can't.
Why
your
can't
thing don't
she?
work.
She can have sex. Nothing's wrong with her having sex. She can't give
I
that man
told
kids.
you. Let's take it. A
No,
step
no, no.
further.
My thumper thumps. Okay. No,
I mean,
but
they-
if
they-
I
they
couldn't
have
have
a
sex, would I
unique
let my
situation.
man be with somebody else?
What
I'd
does-
just be single.
What does Reggie do?
Be a husband.
Wow.
I'm just playing. I don't know.
What does Tammy do? She's
A reality star.
Yeah.
What does she do outside?
She has the Bonnet Chronicles.
The who?
Bonnet Chronicles. She gets on
gotta have something
Instagram with a
else on.
bonnet and she talks shit. She does hosting. She does a
Yeah,
lot
I
of
was
stuff.
never a fan of her since like 20 years ago.
She has bread. That
Well,
don't. It
over
don't
20
even
years.
matter what they do for real. Both of them got money. They're both established. He clearly loves her a lot. Like he's been with her for a lot of years. And if he's,
She's on like the first Real World, right?
She was
The
like
first
one of
one.
the first,
First
few
one, right?
seasons, yeah. They were in like LA or something like that.
yeah, I'm not gonna.
She was
If I'm,
She was with Kenny Anderson.
Yeah.
yeah, if I'm giving somebody a pass to go be with somebody else, then just go be with them. I don't want you back.
She was on Basketball XYs and BMs too.
XY.
I like Tammy Roman. I like that she's really outspoken and all that shit.
Yeah.
This is different.
It is. It absolutely
Like, and it's
is. For
funny,
all
like,
of
from
that,
the-
then why be with him at all?
But
You're
here's the thing that I was getting on you and Josh last week is that y'all are projecting. Y'all are projecting your feeling. If someone feels like, if she's okay with that,
then fuck it. That's her.
like let her rock.
But see, you asked me about me.
Yeah, you're right.
Could you? If,
But,
if-
that's why I switched the question for you, and you still said some foul shit.
What? What? That she should listen.
If
Like-
your thumper can't thump no more, are you gonna
It's a
just be
sad
single?
day.
So,
Why? See, is there a surgery for that? Like,
Is
can
it-
something fix it?
No, but just sewed up.
Oh,
Myself.
you might as well just just take
so,
me out.
so was the thumper gonna be thumping in 2 years?
Man, listen, ain't there injections for that kind of shit?
How
Jesus.
old is she? Is she old? Like,
51.
and how old is he?
He's in his 30s, I think. His early 30s.
Yo, I think that's a bad move on her part.
They got it. They
He
got.
going
They
fi-
got a
That's a bad move on her
unique
part.
situation.
Yo, you let him back out in this world. Them 30-somethings is doing something, and them 50-somethings probably ain't doing. You don't let them back out in this world.
Listen.
you better figure.
Like from the.
If she trusts him enough to do that, like, hats off to her.
Here's
like,
my thing: why they go straight to this and not to like in vitro and all that other shit?
Yeah. Like,
she
I
might
was
not
thinking,
have a
like,
uterus anymore. Her kids is like grown.
Nah, but
Okay,
I'm saying
but even,
like
even
for
if,
him
like,
for them
like
to
you can have his seed
and somebody else.
in some
Like a
other-
surrogate?
Like you don't have to let him go fuck.
Yeah, like
there's ways to like. Why
Instead
does she
of-
go straight to this?
instead of him smashing somebody else, just inject his seed into somebody else.
This sounds to me like there's something else going on. Like it ain't just that, because
At the end of the day, how
like, you
long
don't
you
have to
gonna
let him
be?
go. You don't have to let him go.
You're
fuck
allowing
You don't-
You're allowing your man to stray.
She gave him a
You're
hall
giving
pass.
You're giving him a hall pass.
a 2-year
A 2-year hall pass.
You're
Why
forgot.
why do you think that he's going? Maybe she don't want him no more. Like, why would you
ladies,
think
don't
that
do
he's gonna
that.
come back?
Don't give your man no 2-year hall pass.
She don't care about Reggie no more. Clearly, she gonna let
He
Reggie
gonna
out in
come
these
back after
streets.
that 2 years. He gonna forget your middle name. He ain't gonna remember your favorite cousin. All that shit gonna be gone.
Forget the birthday and everything.
Forget that.
Do
shit,
you
don't-
really love somebody for real? If you tell them to just go out and be with somebody else, is that love?
Some
Depends.
guys love
It depends how
somebody.
you. Yeah, it depends how you. Listen, like I know people that.
What kind
That-
of shit is that?
I know people that are able to love more than one person. I've interviewed people that are able to love more than one person. I've had real conversation with them, and they really see the world outside of a monogamous world. That the monogamy way is not the only way to live.
I want some of that water.
It's just not. It's the most convenient way for us because that's all we know. But yeah, there's a lot of people out here like fuck that. This is what it is. Shout out to Tammy Roman. I hope that
I hope
works
he
out
come
for you.
back.
I don't even know how old the story was. I don't know if it's already done. And over
It
with.
might even be
fairly
fake. That
new.
shit
It's
looked
fairly
fake. It looked like a meme. Somebody,
No,
I hope
it's-
somebody was lying. Cause I look from watching Tammy Odom years, I don't think she that fucking dumb.
That's what's funny because
Like, sis must not want him back or something.
That I've seen.
Yeah, no, I
She been
can't see
married
that.
a
She
few
did a
times, right?
surrogate. I'm pretty sure. I thought Kenny Anderson was her only
And she
husband.
got to grow. Her daughter, her oldest daughter for sure is close to 30.
Damn near 30. Yeah, few years younger than her stepdaddy.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Listen,
Yeah, a few years younger than stepdad.
Yeah, everybody do the stepdaddy.
I don't like. I think this is a little wild too, but I don't like telling the people like, why the fuck are you even in this relationship? Because obviously they find some kind of fulfillment. So you like it, I love it.
That's what black people say, boy.
Right.
You like it, I love it.
So also this week, there was a video that went viral. I had posted it on our page, and a few days later, the rest of the story starts coming out. The man, Kyle Stacy, former NFL player, gets arrested. The video was a little tough to watch. He threw his ex-girlfriend across the room.
His BM.
The
Yeah.
fact that he was so, you saw he was kind of he's a husky dude.
big dude.
Yeah, she's not. She's a petite one. Like he had one. That was one arm. He just flung her with one arm, and you could tell from her reaction that she had been there. Like that wasn't the first time. Like it looked
new.
like she already knew what to do. Like she knew how to talk to him. She didn't get hyped. She stayed calm, which is probably the smartest thing you can do in that situation, because you got someone that's on 1,000 in front of you that's probably a lunatic at the time. I don't know what to say other than this man has been arrested and he made bail also, so he's home.
You big bitch. I'll say it. Y'all don't want to say it. He's a big fucking bitch. Every man I know that does that type of stuff to women, I've never seen them fight a man. Ever.
He used to hit against men though. So
I don't give
Somebody
a,
say
like-
he's definitely out there hitting. Well,
At the end of, but go dude, take all that frustration you got out on a man. That's a whole woman. Like, how do you feel after you do that kind of shit?
who this guy play for? Because I never heard of him.
Huh?
Who did he play for?
He wasn't.
Fucking Donkey
As far
Kong.
as
He
a-
looks like fucking Donkey Kong. He played for
As far
Sega.
as a NFL player, he wasn't that good. Like he played for a few teams.
Yeah, I don't really remember.
That-
I had been off football.
You
for
know
like
what's
5
crazy
years
is
too,
that
so.
girl right there is your little sister. That girl is your cousin. That girl is that could be your fucking daughter. Like, niggas really be out here beating the shit out of women.
It definitely
Women.
Yeah.
when I saw it, like when I first saw it, I was so many things running through my head, like the baby crying and
Yep.
the TV that fell on her, and then I did go to, what if I saw that, and that some dude was throwing my daughter across the room? I was like, I'm going to jail for the rest of my life. Like I know I'm like that, and I'm in a mental space now where I'm like, I'm not doing nothing to get me sent to jail. If I see somebody putting their hands on my daughter like that, I'm out of here forever. Like all this shit is done. Like, it's
Like-
over.
There was multiple angles of the video. Like
She must have, they had that shit set up in the, and
That's just
she
been
must have
going on
just
for a
released
while.
it because they broke up. Because the video is not brand new from what I'm understanding. And I guess the dude, he actually did a live trying to explain himself before he got
right,
arrested.
he tried to
No
go on
fucking
social
explaining
media.
yourself. Nobody wants to hear that shit.
I didn't see the live, but I did see some comments, and they said that something like she stole money, like a lot of money from him. And
Who gives a fuck?
even if that is the case, I don't think there's anything he could have said. Like there was no explanation. I don't even know why you wanted to go live. I don't know why any of these people that go through these big public situations, I'll say, and then you come out and want to
Especially
explain
when
it.
you're wrong.
Like even the bull that was the bashing every man,
Derek Jackson.
Like even when he came out, like it was just like, fam. Sometimes you just gotta let your fuck up rock.
Yeah, you got to take that.
Like,
L.
let
We
it-
don't want to hear that.
Yeah, let the fuck up rock. Like, and you just let it go. Like, one, it's not none of our business. And two, you the only one that got to deal with the repercussions of it.
Exactly.
So I don't know. I don't wish no good.
That's
like
how.
Zach Stacy, that shit was crazy.
I
That shit
agree
was
with
wild.
what you said that it's not the first time it's happened because she damn sure knew what to do.
Man,
and
she didn't even. Did you see her face?
She wasn't even hitting him back, and that's how you know, as a woman that's been in situations like that. That's how you know that she's just conditioned to it. Like she's conditioned at this
And
point. Like
that's a shame.
When I saw her get like
she,
when
I'm
he
sure
threw
nobody
her
else
with all that might,
knew.
and she hit that wall, and she just looked up at him real calm and was like, "What are you doing?" Like she was already programmed to. I'm gonna talk to him calm because if I don't, he's gonna flip. Like she already knew. You only know that
You just
if you're
be
used to
quiet
getting beat
and
the
you
fuck
say
up.
what the fuck. You don't even say nothing. You just get to the point where they're calm enough that they're gonna leave and you can get out that bitch safely.
And you see like how he turned around.
Yeah, waiting
then
for
he
her to
went
say
back
something or
it.
do the
Like, he
wrong
was-
thing.
Yeah, and that's when that's how you know that wasn't the first time because
Mm-hmm.
he was waiting for her to pop off, and because he's used, that's probably what she used to do. Oh, you want to? She's I'm hyped.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm gonna hit you again, and she didn't do it
So that he could
didn't
have
hit it.
another excuse to put his hands on the fucking woman.
Hearing the baby cry really it gave me like it made my stomach turn in knots because I was just looking like it really put everything in perspective. Like, damn, this is someone's family. Like, you doing that in front of your child. But then I also thought, and this is not a bailout, but all them NFL players be fucked up in the head.
Man,
Yeah.
listen.
They do, like the
What, the
CTE?
CTE?
Yeah,
CTE
like
is
these
real.
motherfuckers are naturally violent. Like these are violent people. They're
Paid.
like you bang your head for 20 years of your life, and you are used to just hitting and hitting and hit. You start to condition yourself, and this is not a cop out for this man. He's a piece of shit, and whatever happens to him,
That's the same thing.
but
Like,
we got to start looking like NFL. We all love it, but it's
so we not
dangerous
supposed to
as
date.
fuck.
So we not supposed to date athletes, ladies. Cross them off your list.
Well, football
We can't
players
date
and boxers,
athletes. No boxers. No, yeah.
football players and anybody that gets their head beat in for a living probably ain't.
Man,
And shout out
Oscar-
to my guys who are in the NFL and pro fighters.
Oscar Pistorius was track star.
Oscar who?
The Australian dude with no legs.
Oh, yeah. And he killed. Did he kill?
Shot through the bathroom door at his girl.
Poor little Tink Tink.
Wow.
Yo, I ain't going. I can laugh because it was already a joke. It wasn't my joke. How you do it?
He went to court with his stumps too. He didn't even
Poor
have his,
little Tink
he
Tink.
didn't even have his prosthetics. He went to court with his stumps.
Yo, Cat Williams said that shit before. He did that, right?
Hell yeah.
Yo, oh man, no, but yeah, I don't know. I did see people even on our page commenting like, "Well, I wonder what she did."
I don't give a
Nah,
fuck what she
man.
did.
And
And the thing that people don't realize, especially like I said, being somebody who's been in situations like that, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to do shit. They're going to find something that you do. They'll find something. It doesn't matter what you do. You can breathe the wrong way. And if
Abusers
a
are
man is
gonna
having a
abuse.
bad day, then that's just what it's going to be. That's why I can't even sit up here and laugh. Like, I can't laugh. That shit is PTSD to the 10th degree.
I mean, that's not funny at all. I don't think we like nobody. We just talking like.
No,
we
I
talk,
know
but
y'all laughing about Cat Williams and shit, but still,
Yeah.
that shit, even thinking about it, it brings back fucking past trauma, and that shit boils my fucking blood because
Like-
there's no excuse for it. No excuse for it.
Like seeing it, I was like, "Yo, what are you doing?"
And there
bro?
don't be signs either in the beginning. Like, niggas will really, like, show you a completely different side of them.
Carter Bean said it's amazing how no white guys beat their women on the NFL or in the NFL.
No, they just
Say
might
what?
not
They
see
do.
it.
Yeah.
They definitely do.
Probably don't see
And I'm
it.
sure he was being sarcastic. But
What was
yes,
the punter. What was the punter's name? Wow, what was that punter's
for
name?
the Giants, wasn't he for the Giants, right?
Yeah.
He beat the shit, and
For
they
years.
brought him right back though. Didn't they sign him right again?
They
Yeah.
don't make a big deal about it for the.
This ain't. There's a lot of women beaters in the NFL. And that's the only reason I brought up the CTE thing.
No,
Like,
I understand.
because a lot of them dudes is trashing their women.
Shot the fuck out.
So I don't know. And a lot of them dudes wind up killing themselves too. So I don't know.
It's not a good
That
look.
whole situation is fucked up, and I wish everybody the best in that situation. Moving on to something a little less light, but just as messy. Let's talk about the last Sunday when we went off the air. Shit got hot on IG.
I know.
The baby
Spicy.
out here tripping with the baby mom. The baby and the baby mom. What are we doing?
First of all, nobody even knew for certain. We speculated that that was his baby, but she never came out and put his business out there. So for him to go live, I mean, granted, she can't cook, but for him to go
Yo, that mac
live,
and cheese though.
for him to go live and put her out there like that, and he was just being spiteful. That's bitch made stuff. The baby is the bitch.
It was all bad, but they was both. He looked bad, but
He
looked bad,
started it.
She looked bad too, because you can clearly tell he went live because she was wild. So she was being violent before he.
When his first live, she was holding her baby, sitting on the bed.
Yeah, but she caught a charge, so she did something, and he didn't catch a charge, so she wild out.
That's because
She
he's
did
the one that called the police.
Do you see
But
how?
sometimes that doesn't matter.
That
either.
don't matter. Not from no men. But I'm not saying. Listen, he looked crazy. Like they both look crazy. That shit was all bad.
Wasn't he supposed to be canceled anyway?
Yeah, they brought him back.
Nah, Chappelle.
They could have left. No, they could have left him where he was at.
I think the baby
Is the bitch like
super
that's too
ignorant.
much for me? It's too much.
I think that he was. I don't think he's wrong for recording it. I think
He's
he's
being
wrong for
fucking
going live.
spiteful.
Yeah.
Like
He's being spiteful.
pulling your camera out nowadays when you having a domestic dispute as a man is smart, but going live as a celebrity is stupid. You don't have
Did
to
you
go
see
live.
his
All you have to
assistant?
do is
Exactly. If you want to,
His assistant
exactly.
Was like,
Yeah, even his peoples was looking at him like the one woman in the video said, "Turn it off, like turn it off, don't do that." Like she was telling him, like I don't know who the other.
And my
woman
thing is,
was.
that's why I said he was being spiteful, because all of these months, that baby is a couple of months old now, and her mom's never shown her face. So for you to do a live just after everything already was like heightened, and you gonna do a live holding your baby too, but showing the baby's face on live and shit like that, like you're being spiteful. You're trying to get a reaction from her. Then if she would have bopped your bitch ass on top of your head,
ain't that one of his songs?
You know what I mean?
But
that probably is why she caught the charge. But if you keep poking a fucking sleeping bear and they bite you, whose fault is that?
They're toxic. That's a toxic relationship.
It is.
They're both toxic.
She
they're
did right
both
to get out of
toxic.
it.
They're both like they're both toxic, but they're young. So I looked at them like
He
'cause
tried to hit her with the "we weren't together though."
I've been in those situations when I was young. So I looked at them like, oh, these are their growing pains, basically. But I also was looking at them like, I'm gonna poke some holes in this shit because listen, she's not your side chick, fam.
Yeah.
Nah, she's not.
She lives in your crib.
The moment she has your baby, she's not your side chick no more. Like she's not. She's just not. Your pictures are all over.
You kissing her in the
IG.
mouth, but she your side chick.
You kiss like not only he kissing her, the videos that she posting, you telling her I love you and all that. Like yo, fam, this was a full blown relationship. That's what it looked like. Like and he didn't have no other girl.
If you share
we
He
comments-
made
had
the
his
public-
baby's mom, and that's the thing. That is the thing. I will say that. He had his baby's mom, his daughter's mom. Like, she used to be in a jet with him, rubbing his feet and shit like that. I thought he was with her. Then all of a sudden, here he pop out with Danny Lee. And
How many kids
then,
does he
She
have?
stopped seeing the other baby mama.
yeah, I mean, we stopped seeing her on his Facebook and shit. I mean, his Instagram and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure he has I think he has 2 kids. He has a son and a daughter, I'm pretty sure. And then he has this baby.
This brother, and shout out to the baby because he is one of the hottest artists in the game right now. This brother has been 100% toxic from day one. What made you think that this man was going to hold you down? That's my thing.
She thought she was going to be different.
You know,
She
like
thought
peop-
that he
peop-
was gonna be
No,
people
she
like
thought
that
she
give
was going to
people
be
an
the one to make him
expiration date.
different.
And that's the thing. Can we talk about that for a little
Yeah.
bit? Why do women think that they can be the one to come in and change somebody?
It's the
Guys,
confidence
too.
for me.
Guys,
It's the
too.
confidence for me.
Guys do that too.
That's
Why do
that
people-
young-minded bullshit. It's young-minded because I feel like I used to have that mindset too when I was younger. Oh, I'm gonna be the one. I'm gonna be the one to change him. He loves me. He don't love them. Like, that's that young-minded bullshit. People are who
never
they
did that.
are,
Like, I
and
never
you
did-
can't change them.
If I met somebody with a trait that I didn't like,
Well, I did it. Maybe
I-
it's a female trait. I don't know.
I never thought like if I met someone woman who was a little loose, I wouldn't be like, I'm gonna make her not loose. I'm gonna be the one to change. I would be like, I'm gonna take advantage of the looseness.
Take it away. No. Don't even equate it to sex. How about this? You meet a bad bitch and you all into it. Your niggas be like, nah, bro, she shot out. Nah, she shot out, bro. She shot out. You gonna stop fucking talking to her?
It depends.
Or you gonna find out for yourself?
It depends on what kind of friends you got, because a lot of people will tell you that and slide in behind you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But if you got friends that are straight up and down, like,
I don't really go. Yeah, I don't usually go off of anybody else's say about.
Mm-hmm. So how would you know she was loose? That's what I'm saying. From word of mouth.
Yeah, because if you hear she's loose,
it comes from somebody who probably wanted to fuck that she told no.
yeah, and it'd be a lot of that.
Mm-hmm.
But when you keep
or she
hearing
might
it,
really be loose. It's not always a lie. We ain't gonna be.
It's not always a lie, but a lot of these niggas be
what if you
lying.
hear it from a female though?
That's definitely probably a lie. Ain't no telling why she's mad. You should hear the shit that some of these bitches say about me, and ain't not near none of it be true. Some of it.
Some of it.
See, it might be like a sliver of truth to it, but none of it. No, I'm playing. No, seriously, bitches be hating. Niggas hate too. Like they just don't. Maybe they don't want to see you happy.
But the thing, most dudes, if they know that a chick is loose, they don't think they're gonna change it. Most dudes just wanna.
That's why I said take it away from sex. Now y'all be knowing that these bitches just shot the fuck out. Y'all still be fucking dicking them down, and then when they start acting crazy, you be, why is she crazy?
But women think they're gonna change them and make a man. A lot of us.
I ain't trying. Listen.
A lot of us men who mess with these women who maybe we think, or it might be true or not true, but we think the hood done.
Because they might show you something
not really
different.
To wife this
and
person.
That's what happened to me, because I've heard like whispers and this, that, and the third. I still ventured out and tried to figure it out for myself, because that person showed me something different. Like, people change for who they want to change for.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but don't save her.
She don't wanna be saved.
I'm gonna change him.
Nah, I'm not. Nah,
Save her.
But you know, don't be fooled, because cats be going in. They'll tell you one thing, but they going in thinking, I'm gonna be the one, and she's gonna be with me, and we're gonna be. You know what I'm saying? They got it in their head that they're gonna keep a joint.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, but some dudes, someone who I was about to say wife hoes. I'm not gonna disrespect nobody. Somebody who they heard was loose, because it's more exciting. It's just
Can
more
I
fun.
just say
They're
this?
better. The sex life is better.
Here we go. These niggas will be runners and track stars, run through 50 million bitches.
She's a runner. She's a track.
Exactly. But how many men make a woman loose?
I don't know.
What makes a woman loose?
That depends on.
What makes a woman loose?
That depends on the man that you're talking to. Not me.
I'm talking to y'all. What makes a woman loose?
You don't want to know. Me,
I do.
Because with me, if I know that, I'm not even gonna get into it.
No. Mm-mm.
If I know that you slept with multiple people that I know.
That I know, yeah.
That I know. Or I know that you were a serial cheater.
Yeah.
To me, you're like I would never ever ever like that's loose.
Yeah,
to me.
that's loose. What's loose to you?
That
Same.
If
you
there's
know,
a lot,
but if she smashed all the homies,
if your numbers are high within people that I know,
Yeah, I'm not. We're not even. Like, I'm not.
Other than that,
I
like,
put myself through that.
I'm not out there, so I don't even know people's
right?
business no more.
Exactly.
It's
exactly.
different. But like, when we're young, and you was with 10 people.
Is
I
that
grew
wrong
up
to
with,
tell your boys?
Huh?
Is
I
it?
do
That's
that.
what I
Yeah.
want to know too. Is do y'all be talking
I
about?
do that, but I do that because I don't want it to be funny ever later. Like, I don't want it to be ever like come up and you be like, nigga, you ain't even, King, you ain't even, and I'd be like, I mean, so I think that's kind of just me trying to be honest. I don't be trying to.
Y'all
fuck
be
up
talking about smashing
Nah, I don't do that.
But-
what
but,
I'll say
like,
is, I'll say like, yo,
with no name.
If
Nah, I
somebody,
mean, like, yo, I used to, like if my boy comes and he got a girl on his arm.
Nah, do y'all talk about sex? Period. Men be talking about fucking like.
I won't do that to.
nah,
We talk
that's my
about fucking.
business.
Like, I don't talk about the fucking
Specific
I do
person.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Okay.
We just talk about. Men would be like, yo, will you be hitting it from the back? And be like, yeah, I mean, we'll do shit. We don't say who or nothing.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like my circle. I don't care
Yeah.
speak for everybody.
I don't understand how people be bumping heads with their friends, like purposely.
That part.
Yeah, I would never ever. I don't. That's me. But being like that, and me being trying to be a stand up dude to my friends most of my life, I've lost a lot of friends that way because I'm expecting me from them,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't get that. I mean, so I you know what I mean, I've been let that. Nowadays, I just at over 40, I'm looking at the game different. Like now,
Yeah.
I kind of expect the worst from people. So I don't. That shit used to hurt me back in the day though. Like I used to be looking at some of my friends like, damn, you do me like that? Because I would never do that to you. But you know,
Like when,
Right.
you live and you learn.
if somebody's with one of my people, you're sis.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Everybody don't
Always.
say it like
and
that.
and even
though.
after they break up,
Yeah, like
even after they break up,
like you got a big head. Like
yeah, I'm not messing with.
Your
Nah,
head is
first
huge.
of all,
And there's too many. There's way too many women out there for me to have to mess with one of my home. I don't got
Yeah.
that many friends. Like, so there's no reason for me to ever have to mess with one of their exes.
mm-hmm.
Because there's only a couple of them anyway. I mean,
Oh.
so the friends that I got, your wife is family now. If you
Like-
break up with her, she's still fam. When
Like
I
for
see
what?
her, I'm like, what up, sis?
Mm-hmm.
for what?
It's not worth it. But some dudes get off on that. I really believe that.
On what?
Like I've had friends that ain't friends no more, but I've had friends that would do playful shit right in front of you to make it. I mean,
Like play with that'll get you knocked
like
the
they be
fuck
looking
out.
like, oh, look at your girl. Your wife looking all fine today, girl. You really, and I'm like them type of friends.
That ain't funny.
Nah, cause they plotting.
Mm-hmm.
They plotting. Watch them friends.
Yeah, I ain't listen. I'm glad my friends don't be like that. Shout out to my
Yeah.
sister circle.
So if your shit sold up, you want like one of your girls knock your man down so you could. No, it's not good.
My mouth ain't sewed up, boy. No, as long as I got holes on my body, I got a belly button, bitch. I got ears. we can work something
I
out.
think I tried the ear one time.
Can you hear me coming?
Yo, that was a joke on.
You
I think
remember
that
that?
was a joke on Family Guy. That was a joke on Family Guy that the kids were trying new stuff and they were doing ear stuff. And like the dude on the news was, you know what they say? Once you go black, you go deaf.
Yo, Family Guy is
Wow,
fucking laugh.
Family Guy is crazy.
Yes, hell yeah. He was like, God, if you make it stop raining, I promise I won't do butt stuff anymore.
Wow.
Here he goes, let it pour.
Have y'all ever called the cops on your significant other?
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah. Because I did because of what I knew I could do.
Because you. That's a good.
I got a story.
What you was
I got
gonna
a
Ray
story.
Rice that
I
bitch?
got,
What you-
like to hear. When I was married once, and when I was in the field once, and we came home a day earlier. So my ex, she used to clean up the house, right before I came home, like it had been spotless. Though I had my kids were young, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like it had been spotless the whole time I'm coming home. Dinner was cooked, all that. But I came home the day before and I didn't say nothing. So I come home, and I lived on post at this time, right? So I bring my stuff in, and my washer and dryer was on the second level. So I took my stuff, my duffel bag. I was taking my stuff up there. I was dropping them off. So I go upstairs and I smell weed. And from my stepdaughter's room. Like she was 11? Like 11 at this time, so, or 12? So, we're on post. Like you're jeopardizing my you're jeopardizing my career rate with doing this dumb stuff.
Yeah.
So I bust in the room, her and her little friends are in there smoking herb. So I'm like, I walked out because I was that mad. I walked out, I went downstairs, I went outside. Then I went back upstairs. I was like, why the fuck are you smoking weed in my house? So she's to her friends, he can't do anything, don't worry, he'll get in trouble. So I was like, no doubt.
Yeah,
Y'all are gonna get,
I would have called the cops too.
y'all are gonna get out of my house.
Sometimes you gotta call the cops
I'm calling the
just to
MPs.
save them from you.
I'm calling the MPs because y'all gonna get out of my house, or I'm gonna put you out of my house.
I've had
I'm
them.
gonna get in trouble.
I've had them
Putting
called
you-
on me, but I
Because
haven't.
here's the thing, women will do, like when it's an argument, women will, when you're on 10 already, like you're already, they'll press another button. He's on 10, watch this. Boop! Like, yo, you really don't care. You don't even care about your life today, huh? You don't fuck living.
Some people do.
Breath
push
don't even matter no more.
That extra button.
I mean, yeah, I've had them called on me, but I've never, and that's the difference between men and women. I would never call the cops on a black man, period, because calling the cops for a black man is like a death sentence. But yeah, I've had the cops called on me twice, a couple times,
Wait, see.
couple times. Matter of fact, yeah, three times, three times.
In my younger days, I definitely that was actually like a finality for me for one relationship. Was the cops being called? They called the cops and it was like,
Let us call the cops on y'all. It's
Because
like,
it was-
I'm done.
yeah,
I'm done.
they
Y'all
called-
will
she called-
911.
no,
Pussy.
I've never ever called the cops.
Shit.
But the one now there was times where I thought about it. Because there was times when I felt my life was in jeopardy. Does
that justify it?
I considered it.
Does that justify it?
If your life's in jeopardy.
But did you die?
Yes, for sure.
But did you die?
Right. Come on.
But no, I've definitely had the cops call me, and I was like, yeah. And this was like a long relationship, and I was like done after that. Like it was done.
I thought
was-
you call the cops on me. It's like green light. Go. Might as well make it worth it now.
Yeah,
Shit.
me calling
Nah,
the
like,
cops, it was done.
I was more or less.
It
Like,
wasn't for me. This pussy good. He stayed.
because my head. At
I was
that point-
toxic then.
my head at that point was like, all right, she called the cops. And at this point, like, I have no record, never been in jail, like, nothing. And I'm like, so at this point, I'm like, oh, you just don't care about me at all.
Yep.
Because this whole reason that we are even going back and forth about anything, you started. And then you called the cops. And so you starting shit and you want me to pay for it. Like, it was just like, to me, it was like, I can't even sleep next to you no more.
Right.
Like, I'm done with you forever. And it was also like the reality of waking up in a cell. So that
Yeah.
like that'll do it to, like, you know what?
I can't say I
don't
didn't
think
earn
she's
it.
the one, fam.
Yeah, I can't say I didn't earn it.
The crazy thing was, I called the cops and they made me leave. My
Your house.
See?
That's Pennsylvania shit.
No, that's
Commonwealth.
Oklahoma.
Oh, well, that's
We
the
don't
South.
even belong out there. That's the problem. We don't belong in
And you were
Oklahoma.
probably a darker hue than your lady at the time. Yeah, well, see, there it goes.
That was on. Yeah, that was. Yeah,
Is
That-
Oklahoma the South? That's the Midwest.
Midwest.
yeah.
That's like right in the middle of the country.
The armpit.
Do they got any water in that motherfucker? I be wondering about them states in the middle of the country. Like, do they have water? Like,
Yeah, they got water.
like where did they get it from? There's no large oceans around.
rivers and stuff.
Sheesh.
The Red River.
Yeah, no, I don't
The
believe in
low-
calling the cops on your significant other. If you can prevent it, don't do it. Because you'll regret it afterwards. You're
Some
going to
people
regret
don't.
it.
Yeah.
But you know, some people call the cops on their joint and then they be back together the next day. Or later
My
on.
relationship was never over after I got the cops called on me. Because number one, this is York City. They didn't come. Real shit. They
Wait,
never
so
actually
you never
came.
called the cops on nobody, but you had the cops call on you multiple times?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ, cuz you're the aggressor in all of these relationships.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I was provoked. And then I
provoked.
reacted.
They're calling the cops on you.
I
Put your
reacted.
knife. I don't know what
No,
to do.
no,
I
no,
can't
no
go
knife.
now.
No, I hit somebody with my car.
Oh Lord.
But that's the thing. If you're going to try to prevent me from doing something, like, you're trying to prevent me from leaving. Excuse me. I said, excuse me. I beeped the horn. You didn't move. Boop.
I think if I was in the case of like Stevie J and I came home and Faith was fucking
He did not catch her fucking.
isn't
mean-
that far fetched?
He had that coming though.
He did.
Exactly.
He for sure did, but not with her.
How many times you play with the
Do
Puerto
you-
Rican princess?
So you got to pay for your past relationship with your new chick?
And
That's karma.
Life comes at you fast.
And the
Exactly.
crazy shit is,
Do something else.
it's coming out. Like, Faith always been a freak girl.
If
Which is crazy because
Faith
we
had
love
kids,
Faith.
they
I
But
love
she
Faith.
always been wifed.
if Faith had twins, she probably had two.
You see?
pots.
But
Get
she's
it?
been cheating on her man.
But
That's-
she's always been a wife. Am I lying?
Yeah, it don't make it good when you keep getting divorced. Like
Yeah, how many times she been married?
3. This is, I think Stevie J was her 3rd one.
Somebody else
Biggie,
gonna marry her
then
after this.
somebody
Somebody
else.
waiting in the wings. One of her
But
side niggas waiting to
From
step
what I
up and
hear,
be like, you.
She's always been like friendly, and I don't know that. I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of Vlad TV videos. There's a lot of shit that's coming out about Faith from back in the day, and they're saying like, Puffy created this image for her, but she's always been. I don't know her. I love
Yeah,
Faith to death. Like
I
y'all
like
love Faith.
Faith.
I love Faith.
I'm a fan.
But I don't know if this is true. I hope. We'll see.
But it's Stevie J, so it's like, why is he out here?
It's good to
Creep
see him
Squad.
getting
Shout out to-
dug.
yo,
He's
matter of
really
fact,
out here putting it out. Oh, she cheated on me.
welcome Stevie J back to the Creep Squad, first and foremost. I fuck with Stevie J.
Stevie J,
Stevie J.
you
That
would.
face.
Look at this.
That face.
Nah, yo.
Y'all ain't shit.
I wish all of them the best. I don't ever
Lil Duval
I
was
don't wish nobody.
classic.
Yeah, I don't wish nobody bad with their marriage. Let's get the fuck out of here. Yo, December 11th, Saturdays, 12 p.m. to 4 p.m., Brightside Opportunity Center. We will be, all of us, when I mean all of us, I mean SAYLESS, Queen's Table, the whole ENT family, and a bunch of others that will be extended family after that day.
Good
We
things.
will all be in the building. There will be toys and bikes and haircuts and styles and all kind of good shit. We even got not toys, we got stuff for the parents. So, yes, make sure y'all pull up. And then January 8th.
Pull up.
Yes.
January 8th is our 3rd TCP Laughs at Zotropolis.
Ha ha ha.
We got 6 brand new comedians, and y'all already know how we do. I ain't gonna sell it. Pull up or don't. We gonna sell out regardless. Y'all already know how we do. It's ENT. We got anything to say before we get the fuck up out of here?
We
Before we get the
appreciate all
fuck
your
up out of here.
support.
We do appreciate all your support. Thank you guys for watching. Please be sure to like our YouTube page, our IG.
And for sure, make sure you all don't even turn it off, because just switch over. Go get some drinks and shit. Queen's Table about to come on too.
And we are in rare fucking form. When I tell you everybody got on Scully's and Tim's, okay?
It's one of them weeks. Hey yo, we got Hollywood Bonnie on the board. I mean,
Nobody gonna fucking
building.
check me.
we got Lonzo Williams Jr. in the building.
Your kung fu is lousy.
And I'm your host, Blast. This is Say Less Podcast, episode 153. See y'all next week.
In 2017, I created Say Less Podcast. Then we created a network around that. I created a bunch of shows. We created a radio station, WTCP. Then 2021, this year, we went to TCP TV on Roku. So now we're on TV. So what's next? I'm thinking productions. I'm thinking movies. I'm thinking live performances. So how do I do that? Now I created TCP Entertainment. And we're gonna do all of that. We got a bunch of new shows. We got the ladies at Queen's Table, Vixen, 2X's, E, Badu, my ace, Hollywood. We got the new show I'm creating with comedian Josh DeWay. I Hate It Here. He's hilarious. Y'all gonna love him too. Then we got Porque No. That's our first Spanish speaking show. I'm doing on site where I'm gonna be pulling up on people, just having real conversations. But our biggest project that we're working on right now for TCP Entertainment is TCP's Who Did It Best, and it's going to be business against business. And when I say business against business, I'm talking about COVID hit us really hard. So we're trying to do something to put a spotlight on these businesses that went through tough times during COVID. A lot of people had to close their doors. So what we want to do is not just have business against business, but we want to highlight these businesses and celebrate these businesses and put people back in these businesses. But yeah, you know, who got the best cheesesteaks in the city? Who does the best dark fades? We're gonna do all of that, man. TCP's Who Did It Best. TCP Entertainment's Who Did It Best. But yeah, man, it's gonna be fun. So I'm gonna have the final say on all the cuts, so you know we about to turn up. It's TCP Entertainment, baby.